Recently I've noticed that my GPU temperatures have been running a bit high and I decided to investigate. Currently my GPU idles around 50-55 degrees Celsius, which seems a little bit high to me. During stress tests like Firmark or gaming sessions, it usually reaches around 69 degrees Celsius. Nice. While this isn't excessively high, I figured it wouldn't hurt to try and achieve lower temperatures if possible. For that reason, I decided to disassemble my Asus ROG GTX1070 graphics card. The plan is to clean it, apply new thermal paste to the processing unit, and replace the thermal pads. This guide should also be helpful for owners of the 1060 or 1080 versions, as there's little to no difference in the card design, I think. Don't quote me on that. To begin, I will remove a few Phillips head screws from the back of the GPU. It is important to remove them evenly, working in a crosswise pattern. This allows us to open the card like a book, but we must be cautious as the fan and the RGB connectors are still connected. Depending on whether we want to perform a thorough cleaning, we can leave the card as it is. However, in my case, I will also clean the fans, so I will disconnect the cables. Wow, the thermal paste has definitely seen better days. To be fair, this GPU is a few years old now, so it's not a surprise. But look at this, it's just completely dry. Well, it's time to clean it up. I will be using some isopropyl alcohol to clean everything and remove as much dust as possible. I will also use some brushes and Q-tips to help with the cleaning process. We can also remove the metal heat shield thingy to access the thermal pads underneath. And now cue the speedy cleanup montage. Since I have ordered some new thermal pads from Amazon, I will remove the old ones. However, I won't chuck them out just yet, as I want to assess the quality of the replacements. Hopefully they will work as well, but you never know. Now, let's remove the fans to give them a thorough scrub. This step can also be useful if one of the fans is faulty and needs replacement. There are a few screws holding the plastic shroud in place, and we can position the fans slightly to access them. Once removed, we will clean them carefully. There are a couple more screws just under the fan blades. Again, we can just position the fan in a way that we can actually reach those, and then we can remove the fans. Each fan is secured with 5 screws. When it comes to applying the new thermal pads, I need to cut mine so that it fits. However, this doesn't need to be precisely the same size as the original one. I'm simply just eyeballing it and that will just work fine. Now it's time to reassemble everything and see if our efforts were worthwhile. I won't show you the entire reassembly process, but you can refer back to the video as it is quite self-explanatory. I'm taking extra care when I'm cleaning the processing unit because a small mistake could cause a big headache. Whenever I'm reapplying thermal paste to a CPU or a GPU with exposed dye like this, I prefer to use the spreading method. It gives me a peace of mind knowing that the entire die is adequately covered. However, there are other methods. If you want to try them, the choice is yours. Let's take a look at the temperature results. So the GPU while idling gets a decent 45 degree. Not bad. It's not a lot of difference, but hey. Now let's see what happens after the stress test. 62 degree. I must say it's quite reasonable. I will say gaming will probably produce the same results, and as you can see, I was right. Still, this was a success in my opinion. It goes to show that if you look after your stuff and have the right tools for them, you can use them for longer and enjoy the benefits of a long lifespan. If you enjoyed this type of content, please remember to hit the like button and leave a comment. Apparently it helps out the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you would like to watch another one of my videos, check out where I disassemble my PlayStation 4 and rebase the CPU.